I like people to do a couple on the leg extension and a couple on the low back just so they can kind of get a feel for what they're about to do. So just a standard leg extension, nothing special there.
Very nice feel to it.
Yeah. It's essentially a second gen Nautilus with the back cutout, but we didn't have to modify too much on this side. We had to do all the modifications here. So now what we do on this, just leave your legs where they are, come down as far as you comfortably can. Just right about there. Now when you actually do the set, I normally get people to put their hands where you have them.
Okay.
When I'm just getting people to do the low back as a standalone, I normally get them across their shoulders, but either's fine. So just gonna do a couple reps, not gonna be heavy. So it's kind of nice because we basically get 2 standalone exercises from the footprint of one machine.
Yeah. That doesn't seem to be a typical concern of yours, though.
That's true. It once was, though.
It feels fantastic.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to
Just
get you
do
to do,
those two.
we're not going to go heavy on the weight, but when you come down on this one, extend at the leg and lean back at the same time.
So as I go back,
Yep.
I start extending
Yep.
as well.
And you're basically trying to straighten the whole body out. Good. And it's interesting because on a squat or a deadlift, traditionally at the top you're locking the weight out, whereas on this one you're having to hold the resistance with the musculature.
You know, it feels really natural. It
Yeah.
feels a very natural movement pattern to do.
It's surprisingly, it's surprisingly effective. Actually, we found that when people were doing the back extension just on their own, they had a natural tendency to want to lift their legs and make this movement happen.
Right. Can we load it up a little bit
Sure
so I
can.
can get a sense of...
Sure we can. So come on down. So what we do to let people, I just pop this pin, put this back. Again, if I get pendulum to make it, I want like a full-on release, basically.
Yeah.
And what I find is to really get the most out of this, say I knew exactly what your weight was here and your weight was here on this side. I find that this stays about 100%. Your hips and your lower back want to use all the weight. But there's something going on. I haven't quite figured out exactly what it is. You almost got to take about 30% off the leg extension. And I don't know if it's because a lot of people aren't extending all the way up when they do a leg extension. And when you lean back, you have a natural tendency to get that last little bit of extension. Or I don't know if there's something I'm missing with how some of the musculature crosses over the hips. But we found that if we go 100% here and 100% here, it's a little much. If I can go 100% on that side, about 70% here, and it's just bang on for people.
If you do go 100% on both, where's the issue? Is it in the straightening of the legs, or
It
just
just
the
feels
whole
like
thing?
it just feels like you don't want to get those legs all the way up anymore. And I know that you can do it if I'm not using the lower back.
Yeah.
And so we've just been playing around with it. I'm not going to go too crazy because it's still a very new motion for you. Let's see what we can do with this. Come down as far as we can. Okay, when you're ready. And you can use the handles or you can have the hands on your chest, whatever you prefer.
Have you found a preference? Did you say you
I
said-
like to have my hands down there. I just find I want to be as stable as possible. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Good. So now in the next repetition, you're going to try to get the legs up a little bit higher, and you're going to try to time it a little bit more. Like I said, I didn't build it so they were the same distance. So the lower back's got a little bit more motion than the legs. Just tighten this up. There we go. Hold that for a full second. Good. Very nice. When you're in the bottom, keep that chest up.
So it's like the range is slightly longer
Yes.
through the hips.
Yes, again, if I was to build this so anyone could use it easier, and we were testing it, if I make the leg extension and the hip back extension the same distance, people get it a lot easier. It's a lot easier learning curve. So I'd like to rebuild it one day with range limiters on both sides so I can make it even, but we want to use full range.
Yeah.
So again, because there's an offset in the distance, it takes a few reps to kind of
But
get
you,
the hang
you
of it.
can learn that, right? It's something that you'll
You
pick
can
up.
learn that. So again, if I had a brand new version, I'd make it so I could do it either. I could put the full range, or again, say you have someone who has a slight knee issue and they can't work in the bottom. I'd like to have it come up a little bit, and maybe they do have full range here. So you want to be able to counter it either way. Now I can pin the stack and make it happen too, but it would be nice to have a proper,
Make it easy to
again,
do,
basically what they have on the pendulum machines.
This
the way
is
you
so
do it.
sweet.